over a period of about 12 months, I was brought in to help with the completion of the R&D, and then we basically ratified all of the protocols for the technology, then rolled that out in the UK, and then rolled it out in Europe and the rest of the world. So it's been a great success story.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so Isle of Man sort of scores again. Isle of Man traditionally has been well known as a financial services centre for the last 3-4 decades.
Sure.
So banking, insurance, pensions, investment funds. Banking, investment funds, and pensions was about 39% of GDP of our economy up until the time of the Lehman Brothers crash in 2008. And like every other jurisdiction, I guess we were affected a little bit by that. It's fallen back a few percentage points. About 10 years ago, our government decided to diversify away from financial services into digital business and chose what we call e-gaming, but it's gambling online. And the idea there was that there were lots of quality, sustainable jobs to be had from that industry. But clearly there were controversial issues about risk. And so we risk mitigated the issue by putting in place a best-of-breed regulatory environment and by putting in place a new regulatory team. And we married that to a fiscal regime of zero corporate tax or neutral corporate tax. And within a very short period of time, we started to attract some really heavy-hitting names, notably PokerStars, the biggest poker site in the world, headquartered in the Isle of Man. And then very shortly after that, microgaming, a very big software business for the e-gaming world, headquartered in the Isle of Man. So we established that classic cluster to the point where it's now 13.5% of our GDP.
Wow.
In the space of 10 years.
So great diversification.
Fantastic diversification. It's responsible for 900 jobs, which is, in context, Isle of Man has 85,000 residents, but 40,000 employees. And 900 is a big number.
That's a big number.
Yeah. So about a year ago, we started to get some significant interest from the digital currency world, and they were coming to us because they were coming towards us. We weren't chasing them.
Sure.
And they were coming to us because they were looking for a home. And they saw that the Isle of Man was a natural home for this industry, simply because we provided a home, if you like, for e-gaming 10 years ago. And there's a rich sort of convergence going on between e-gaming and digital currencies right now.
Of course.
And so Isle of Man, last June 2014, made an announcement and it said digital currencies are a good thing, provided they're used correctly, and that we would introduce regulations to align ourselves with the industry and be open for business. That we would keep, these regulations would keep crime out and protect the consumer, but also attract some really premium quality business. And so I'm happy to say that in the last 2 months we had our upper and lower houses of Parliament approve the regulations that we've brought in.
Fantastic.
So they're now going to be just ratified in the next couple of months, and they will be enshrined in local law. And we've now got about 20 companies in the digital currency world, cryptocurrency world, and blockchain world established as startups in the island.
That's got to be every single company that's here.
Yeah. So we're very, very pleased about that. So we're starting to repeat this idea of a cluster effect. So the cluster for digital currency for blockchain is happening in the Isle of Man. So people are telling me that the Isle of Man is the new world capital for blockchain. So we're very, very happy to support that. And clearly we've done the right things the right way. We've put the regulatory infrastructure in place. Now we need to sort of sit down and start to get meaningful conversations going with the banking community to make sure that these businesses can get the banking services that they need. Also, there's a very interesting sort of shift in understanding with the banking establishment. Today, they understand the distinction between what an exchange is versus what a blockchain business trying to just use the blockchain and to put an information layer on that, whether it's biomed or whether it's legal work or whatever, as opposed to just an exchange that's trying to convert Bitcoin into regular currency and back again. So that distinction is now well understood by the banking community. That wasn't necessarily the case a year ago.
Absolutely.
Once you use the word Bitcoin, people kind of went.
Especially the banks, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's why I'm here. That's why I was speaking today. We're getting a lot of interest. People want to know about the Isle of Man. How can the Isle of Man help them? We have a very open and supportive government. Because it's a relatively small island, we can actually get things done quickly. so we're nimble, we can move quickly. So regulations in place, keeping crime out. We're looking for really good quality business, and we understand it. We get the whole sort of commercial entrepreneurial vibe, and so we want to accelerate that now. So we think we've got some really good tools to work with.
Got it.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Well, we'd love you to come and establish a base in the Isle of Man.
And
so how would that help you?
Yeah.
Okay, so because your business is very well aligned to the industry that we have in the island in terms of just e-business and digital.
Yep.
Right. So right there's a tick in the box for us.
Okay.
For you, as an international business, why would you want to look at the Isle of Man? Well, simply because you can actually increase shareholder value and just your business value simply by being in a jurisdiction that's well regulated. And so well regulated means that you're going to attract better quality business. The value that's inherent in your business is going to increase because people realize that you're in a quality jurisdiction. So a quality jurisdiction that's approved by the OECD, that has a sovereign rating by Moody's of AA1, which is just one down from the very top. That's pretty good going for a small jurisdiction. So it tells us that we're doing all the right things the right way. And so for your directors and shareholders, to be in a jurisdiction where there's a neutral corporate tax rate of 0, that effectively means that all your worldwide revenues are rated at 0 tax. We have no inheritance tax. There is no capital gains tax. So were you to IPO or trade sale in the next couple of years, the gain in terms of the capital gain is rated at 0 for tax purposes.
Okay.
So you start to get a picture.
Yep.
Of how that can actually be attractive. I'd also say that the island basically makes sure that we don't have anything but businesses that have a real presence in the island. So a substantive presence where you would require your bank account to be in the island, you'd require your servers to be in the island, and you'd require 2 directors to be in the island.
Yep.
So this is the sort of what we call the mind and management presence.
Yep.
Works really well. Businesses that have done that have all been successful. They've all done well, but as international entities rather than just local entities.
Okay.
They're international businesses.
So I'll tell you what. So I have a compliance officer on my team who first and foremost would have to look at this because we do payments worldwide.
Sure.
And so we need to ensure that our customers can make those payments without trouble.
Sure.
So Wednesday, when I get back, I will talk to my compliance officer and have him at least do an exploratory look at the Isle of Man.
That'd be great. No, I'd love that. I'd love that. Okay. Fantastic.
Perfect.
Well, thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, see, it was easy talking to you with the camera there.
Thanks very much indeed.
You bet. Thanks so much.
Thank you.